This morning, we're joined by Susie Patrick with Breadsmith Bakery here in Sioux Falls to talk about how they make their delicious homemade bread. It smells amazing.
Yeah,
right
if
here.
you could smell through the TV.
Smell-o-vision, that's what we need it.
Oh, it smells so good. So talk about the process behind homemade bread.
Yes. So what we do at Breadsmith is everything from scratch every day, just like Grandma used to do it way back when. We start with 4 main ingredients: water, flour, salt, and yeast, which is the basis of probably 95% of our breads. No eggs, no milk, no butter. There are a few exceptions to that, but the process starts for us between 10 and 11 at night when our mixer comes in and throws those 4 ingredients into a huge mixing bowl. And bread, if you've ever made it at home, does take a lot of time. So that mixing process that starts late at night, then we let it rise. And that's one of the things that I think makes our bread unique is the time that we give it. So it rises in big buckets, and then the production crew comes in and we dump every bucket on the bench. We hand cut it, shape it, knead it, let it rise again. Some breads are 2 steps, which means they have to go back to the production crew before they go to the baker. But then they ultimately get put in our 2-ton stone hearth steam injected oven, which is a little different than the one you have at home or the one Grandma had. We had it shipped over from Europe, so it's a European hearth baked oven, and that's where we get our golden crust and our steam injected process that allows the crispy crust. We do several different kinds of bread every day. We have a lineup of 7 to 10 that are available daily, and then we rotate different breads through the days of the week, and then we have what we call a calendar bread as well. So we do those specially.
So besides the love that's been added in, what kind of sets handmade bread apart from what you're getting at a store?
Texture and flavor. So because we do all of the hand shaping and kneading, you're really going to get a very unique texture to the bread. Think about a store-bought bread as being really light and airy and squishy. Our bread has a lot more density and structure to it, and that's what you get from doing each loaf by hand. Interesting that you say love. We do say that we put a lot of labor and love into each and every one of our loaves. They're all unique. They don't come off a machine. They're sliced by hand as well. So everyone has its own kind of soul and personality. So it's very different than what a store-bought bread would have because of the handmade and just the texture and the flavor.
You talk about it being such a tradition, and I remember being a little girl and going to make bread with my grandma, and she would always make homemade bread. It's such a labor of love. It really is a lot of tradition and work. Talk about how important that tradition is, and you guys are keeping it alive, really.
We are, yeah, and we've been around 26 years in the Sioux Falls community, so the tradition is strong. We're coming into, obviously, Thanksgiving week, which is our biggest day of the year, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So a lot of people have incorporated us into their family traditions, which is very special to us. So we continue to get orders. They come in daily. We'll have a lot of bread pre-ordered, but the traditions are super special.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Get some bread.
Yes, I want to try some of this. I'm very excited. Yeah, it smells so good.
Thank you.
Well, coming up this